All right, fun workout. Here we go. All right, so you're gonna take that band and put it behind the base of your armpits. Balls off to the side. All right. Sitting nice and tall. Pinch the band with your thumb and second finger and press it out and come in. And while you're doing this, you should be sitting super tall. Inhale to exhale. Inhale to exhale. Let's do 4 more. And 3. Good. And 2. Now hold it out. Sweep it forward. Press it out. Bend back in. Press it out. Sweep it forward. Take it out. Come back in. This is not an opportunity to release the core. So we're using that core, pulling it in and up to sit nice and tall. And we'll do 1 more. Inhale to exhale. Now take the palms and face the floor. Press out like a chest press and then stretch back. Let's exhale to inhale. Exhale to inhale. We'll just take it for 4 more. And 3. 2 more to go. 2 and 1. Now let the band go underneath your seat. Now I'm just going to take this side of my band. I'm going to slide my hand further down. My palm's going to face me. And the band's going to be the outside of my arm. The other arm can either press into the floor or grab onto that shin just as leverage to sit taller. I want you just to do a little side stretch over and then back up.
My arms are sore from yesterday.
Oh, that's a good thing. And bring it down. And we inhale to exhale. And 1 more. Inhale to exhale. And then lower it down and we'll pinch the other side. So I pinch with my thumb and second finger. It's to the outside of my arm. Press it straight up and we'll side stretch. Inhale and exhale. Nice and tall, neck stays in line with the spine. Keep the glute that you're stretching away from pressing into the mat. And we'll do 1 more. We'll inhale to exhale and release. Okay, so we're going to lie on our backs. We're going to start with some frogs. So we're going to take the band. Try to have it as flat as you can. It may have gotten bunched up now with what you just did. But take that band as flat as you can. Have the toes inside the band, not going over it. We're going to connect those heels in a Pilates stance. And we're going to lay all the way down onto that mat. The elbows will be down. The knees are as wide as our frame. Make sure your tail is heavy. On an inhale, press those legs out. Exhale, come back in. Good. And press out to return. Feel the glutes in the back of the legs activate as you press out and in. Just 3 more. Inhale to exhale. 2 more. Out and in. And 1 more. Out and come in. Now take the feet parallel and feel like you're curling the toes over top of that band. If you want, you can draw the chin to your chest for this set. If not, keep your head on the mat. Press out again on an inhale. Exhale in. Out and come in. So these are a little quicker. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. And don't forget the breath. Inhale to exhale. 3 and 2. Now hold it out. Bring those legs straight up and the head can lower down. We're going to flex the feet. The heels go to the ceiling and then point the toes. Just natural breathing here. We're going to stretch through the ankles, the Achilles tendons. You may even feel a stretch in your calves. But take your time. Feel like it's flex 2, 3, and point 2, 3, and flex and point. 2 more, flex and point. 1 more. Now the arms are going to reach straight up and you're going to slide your hands down until they're right parallel to the hips and the floor. You can keep your head down or you can curl the chin to your chest. The shoulder blades will come off the mat and we're going to start to pump those arms. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Breathe in for the nose and out the lips for 20. Inhale And exhale. If you find yourself holding your breath before you get to 5 counts, maybe try just 4 for now. But I'm moving my arms from my back muscles, those armpit muscles, so don't feel like your shoulders or your biceps are moving these arms. I'm pressing my legs up into that band, lengthening my legs as I pump. If it's too easy, you can take the hands higher up. But 100 pumps, you don't want that band too hard and too tight. And you got one more to go. And release. We're going to rock ourselves up, release the band, and we're going to grab onto our ball. Take the ball to the bra line, middle of the back. Lean back onto your ball. Bend the knees closer towards you. Lift your hips and place them back down. Hand over hand behind the head. The legs are one fist width apart. Elbows are wide. On an inhale, that's drape over the ball. Careful how far you go. And exhale, come back up. So vertigo sufferers, we go to parallel. We don't drop the head all the way down, and we bring it back up. Feel the rib cage opening, the abdominals stretching. Let me close the ribs, fire the abdominals. One more. We inhale over, and we exhale up. Now hold this here. My abdominals are contracted. I'm going to do little marches. One leg lifts up, put it down. Other leg lifts up, put it down. I'm going to exhale to lift, inhale to lower. I'm taking my time. My shoulders should be relaxed. My elbows are nice and open. Good. We're going to do one more each side. And I want you to finish here. So you're going to rotate your torso towards that leg. Hold it here. Take that leg back down and lift it up while you just hold the upper body still. I exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Good. And 4. Feel your belly holding you up there. 3, 2, and 1. Go back to center. We'll drape our backs over the ball. Get a nice stretch. Bring it back up. Now I'm going to tabletop the other leg. I'm going to twist my torso towards that leg. Hold it there. Tap your toes down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Down and up. 6 and lift. 5, don't rush. 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Foot goes down. Come back to center. Stretch over your ball. I'm going to let go of my head. My head goes towards the mat. Arms reach out nice and long. Enjoy this stretch. Take the hands back behind the head. Draw that chin to your chest and peel yourself back up. Now I want you to draw those knees both into a tabletop. We're going to take both feet, tap your toes, bring them back in. Now try to have no movement here in the pelvis or in the back. If this is too hard, you'll take one foot down and then bring it up. And then you would switch to the other. So you're picking, either alternating or together. We inhale to exhale. Just 3 more. These aren't easy. And 2. And 1. And release. And we get that wonderful stretch. Yes. We're going to nod that chin to our chest again. I'm going to take my hands behind my thighs and bring myself up off that ball. That wasn't so bad. Take the ball off to your side. Let's go back to our band. Did you say why are those hard?
Yeah,
I'm sore from yesterday.
Oh boy, maybe I should take it easier. They're all sore from yesterday's class. Okay, so I got my feet inside my band. Good. Then I'm just going to start to seek her back. Relax those shoulders. Yep. And hold right here. And I'm going to round myself back up. And once my shoulders are over my hips, I'm going to stack my spine at the same time, pull my elbows back. Now, as I straighten my arms, I'm going to round my spine, exhale all the air out. I'm going to inhale. I pull my elbows back and stack. And here we go. At the same time, I'm straightening. I'm C-curving back. My shoulders are relaxed. I curl forward. My band's going to help me a little bit. And then I drive it the rest of the way through. Nice and tall. Exhale here. Inhale here. Just 2 more. Enjoy the stretch in that back. Let it get nice and round. Here, my abdominals pull me up. And I pull through, and last one, I'm going to reach long, 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 start to come up, and pull it strong. All right, so lengthen the arms, slide the hands further down towards the ends. And I want you to take knuckle to knuckle. So I feel like I just poured coffee with both hands. So you pour coffee, my pinkies are on top. And I'm going to pull this right to my sternum. Okay, keep it against you. Exhale, like we just did. We C-curved. Now hold it here. Take the arms out like a V. Here's where I'm going to pinch my band and reach my fingers long. I'm going to pull my arms back as my head comes forward and my knuckles will touch the mat. I lift my arms up as high as I can get them and I'll just circle it around. And stack up before you lose your band and bring those knuckles together. Exhale. Bring it back down. Good. Inhale, open up. I pinch the band. My fingers are long. Get out of there, ball. Now I'm going to rotate my knuckles to face the mat. Head goes forward. Lift up as high as you can. As I'm circling around, I'm going to bring it back up and bring my knuckles together. Exhale. Use the wrapping of the legs to support your abdominals. Open wide. Fingers reach long. My knuckles rotate to face the floor. My head goes heavy. I lift up. I circle out. I keep tension on my band, and I bring it back up. Let's change the arms. So I'm going to take my hands down, and now the band's on like the outside of my hand. I'm holding it here in a 90-degree angle. So I'm not here. I'm here. So to get into a better position, everybody put their elbows down towards the rib cage and press up, hold. Front of the shoulders are going to help you here. Back muscles will help you. I'm going to lower down. And I want you to bring it up until you see the elbow is as high as the shoulder. And we'll do that one more time. And now we've got the position. Now keep this position no matter what. We're going to hinge back so the spine is staying long. Bring it back up. I'll give you a little break. Lower the arms. Bring them back up. Hinge. Press the back of the legs into the mat. Bring it back up. Lower the arms. Bring them up. How are those shoulders doing? Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to add on. Bring those arms up. We're going to hinge back. Pause. Lengthen the arms. Bicep curl. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Connect the shoulders to your back. I'm still in that hinge. My belly's still scooping in strong. Now hold this here and bring yourself up and relax. Okay, let go of the band. We're going to go back to our ball. Now this time we're going to take it higher up. We're going to take that ball, the tippy top of your shoulder blades. So if you got long hair, make sure it's lifted up. And then you'll bring your body back onto that ball. Slide both legs forward and hug the shins so the knees come in towards the chest. You can put the ball higher up if you'd rather have your head resting on that ball. You can get rid of the ball altogether. But if your ball is where I have it, I want to make sure I'm curled up. I'm going to take 2 hands to my right knee and pull that towards me as I reach the opposite leg super long. Now I'm going to switch my hands to the other shin, pull it in while you reach it long, and switch, and switch. I'm going to start to pick up my pace. I'm going to start to breathe. Inhale to exhale. And inhale and exhale. Eyes to the navel. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale to exhale. 2 knees in. Good. Now we're going to take the legs out. The arms will reach forward. And then come back in and grab and pull. And arms reach, legs lengthen. Bring it in, pull. Is that better, Jane?
Yeah.
Good. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, to exhale. Now hold this one out there. Lift your right leg and grab onto it. Pull it twice towards you. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull. Inhale, exhale. Keep the legs equal distance from your center. So if this leg is dropping way down, then this one better be way forward, right? Which I'm not going to be able to do. So I don't let that leg drop all the way to the floor. Pull, pull. I inhale one leg. I exhale the other. One more each side. Inhale, exhale. Hug it in. Take your feet down. Hands go behind the head. And we'll drape over the ball again. And let that neck have no weight. Draw that chin to your chest. Hands go behind the thighs and bring yourself up off that ball. So we're going to take the ball underneath our pelvis. So you're going to lie back into that bridge. Take the ball underneath the pelvis. It should not be underneath that lower back. I'm going to bring both legs straight up. So right now my arms are pressing into the mat. They're close to my rib cage, and my legs are in a Pilates stance. We're going to lower the legs for 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. Lower abdominals, pull it back up. And inhale, 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 exhale. If you'd rather not use the ball, just take your hands underneath your seat to protect the lower back. But those legs are wrapping even more as I go away from my center. I inhale, inhale, squeeze the butt, exhale. Lower, 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 and lift. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and lift. I want you to bend your right knee and slide your left leg down towards the mat. Now, as you slide that heel towards your ball, the other leg lifts up. So we're going to do a really exaggerated bicycle. And I want that straight leg to the ceiling to go all the way down to the mat and then slide it in. And this feels really good to the hips. At the same time, you're really working those abdominals. So one leg is following the other. Now let's pause here and let's reverse it. Take the bent knee foot to the mat, slide it out, then up. Yep. Lengthen and then you move. Lengthen and move. Can you feel your abdominals working to move these legs? Answer should be yes. 2 more. Last one. And we'll hug both knees in. Woo! Let's do a little gentle rock, side to side. It's very small. Not going to fall off my ball. Good. And I'm going to take my hands onto that ball. And I'm going to bring my knees closer towards my shoulders. Lift my seat off the ball and sit up. Okay. All right, ball off to the side. Let's go to our band again. So what feels the most sore from the last class?
I don't know.
The abs? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, I warned you. I said we're going to do a lot more abs. I warned you.
Well,
And that's okay. That's
I missed
okay.
a week too.
Take the band flat behind the feet. Now, I want your feet not all the way to the edge. I would say give it about 2 inches from the edge each side. Okay, so we're going to take the legs and press them down towards the floor. If you cannot sit up tall, pressing these legs down to the floor, I would roll up your mat and elevate a little bit. All right, so my hands are to the outside edge. I'm pinching my band with my thumb and second finger. I'm going to inhale up, lengthen my spine. On the exhale, my chin's going to go to my chest. I'm going to push these arms back, and I'm going to bring myself back up. Now, if you need a bigger grip, make a fist around that band, okay? We'll inhale up. Exhale, I draw my chin to my chest. I pull back, my navel's going back, and I inhale, stack back up. So I'm not taking my whole body like this. It's just chin to chest, scoop the belly as I drive the arms behind me, and I inhale back up. Exhale, arms like beams of steel. Inhale back up, and last one. Exhale forward. Good. I want you to do a crisscross. I want you to hold these arms parallel to the floor. So my right hand is going to pull thumb to armpit, then stretch it back out. Do that again. Yep. So I pull thumb to armpit, stretch it long. I exhale and inhale. Yep. Now you're sitting taller. Use your belly more to sit even taller. Feel like you're trying to hold up the ceiling with the crown of your head. And here's 3. And here's 2. And one more. And then I'm going to do the other side. Thumb to armpit. And my other arm stays straight. So straighten out the other arm. Yep. Super straight out in front of you. Yep. Thumb to armpit. Pull it back. Exhale. Inhale. And you're looking straight ahead so your neck is in line with your spine. 2 more. Good. And 1. And release. Okay. So I'm going to take that band and I'm going to fold it a couple times. So it's going to be more like a bar that I'm holding. Now I'm going to take my legs as wide as my mat. I'm going to reach my arms parallel to the floor, to the legs. Shoulders are connected to my back. I'm sitting light on my sits bones. I'm going to inhale, lengthen my spine. Exhale, draw the chin to your chest. And I'm going to reach forward as I round that spine. Squeeze your seat, suck your belly button in. Inhale up. All from your core, not from your back. Exhale. Inhale. I need you to feel all that power coming from the center. Exhale. Can you feel your upper back wrapping around you and giving you a hug? Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Those arms stay parallel. Good. Now lower that band towards your mat. From your core and back muscles, bring it back to parallel. Keep that band tight though. Lower it down. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it back up. Inhale down. Exhale up. And one more. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now stay here. Inhale nothing. On the exhale, bring it back up and melt those shoulders. And release. Okay. Open that band up. Let's take it behind the base of our armpits. So I'm going to pinch my band with my thumb and second finger. And I'm going to reach my arms nice and long, sitting as tall as I can. I'm going to inhale, rotate towards me. Exhale, reach forward. So this side has more resistance. Yep. Inhale, up, rotate away from me. Exhale, look at that backhand. Inhale, up, rotate, rotate, rotate. Exhale. Inhale, up tall, rotate. Exhale, drive that arm forward. Inhale, and this can be done without the band. One more time. Inhale, rotate, rotate, rotate. Exhale, back to the center and release. Okay, Let's do some bridge work. So we're going to grab the ball, put it between the knees and thighs. My band, I'm going to hold it slightly wider than my shoulders. Okay? And if you don't like the ends by your face, you'll bunch it up. So it's a wider grip than shoulder width. I'm going to lay all the way down. Arms are going to go up. I'm going to slide my heels so they're closer to my seat. The arms, let's do the arms first. So we're going to take the palms are facing forward, and I'm going to pull my band apart. And that band's going to go right to the top of my chest, and I'm going to come back up. Try that again. Inhale, pull. Exhale, return. I want you to feel the shoulder blades pressing almost together, and then here, they're more flat. Inhale and exhale. Now hold the arms still. Make sure the shoulders are on your mat. I'm going to tuck my tail so my butt lifts up first, and I'm going to come up into this bridge. Belly's pulling in, band is tight, and exhale, articulate back down. Now I want you to take the feet a little bit closer together as well as the legs. So I have a little bit of pressure already on that ball. Tuck your tail by butts up first. Then keep coming up. I'm driving through those feet, the glutes, shoulders. I'll say hamstrings last. And then we exhale, bring it down. Now, instead of articulating, I'm going to lift my spine in one unit. So I lift up, shoulders still push down, all those muscles still fire. Then I'm going to add a squeeze of the ball as I just lower everything down. Now this time I'm going to add my band. I'm going to lift everything up and everything returns back to start. Let's inhale, lift, exhale, return. Inhale, squeeze the butt, open up the front, exhale, resist. One more. Inhale, lift, squeeze into that ball as we lower back down. Now this time, I want you to bridge up. Don't move the band yet, just bridge up. I'm going to take my arms long against my thighs. I'm going to push down and then release the band. Push back down and nothing else can move. I'm firing the back of my arms. I'm firing those muscles by my armpits. My core is going bam. And I also want you to squeeze into the ball as you press down. 4. We can exhale on the down, inhale on the release. 2 more. Last one. Bring those arms back up and we'll articulate back down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep the arms where they are. Tabletop your legs. You better be using your core to lift these legs. Now you can keep your head on the mat. I'm going to cue eyes to belly. So I'm going to curl my chin to my chest. Reach those arms long. They're against my shins. I'm going to push down and then return back home. Try that again. Nod the chin to your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to exhale. My back stays heavy. Chin to chest. Reach. Press. Release. Come down. I'm going to stay up a little longer this time. Inhale. Exhale for 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Keep that ball tight. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more. And we'll return the feet down. I'm going to let my arms reach back. Here I can allow my spine to get a nice stretch and arch. Good. And then we'll close it back up. Hug those shins towards you. And let's rock ourselves up. How'd that go?
Good.
All right. So move my band down for a second. And I'm going to turn to face front. I'm going to take that ball. I'm going to have my legs right in the center of my mat. And I want your feet to be in a turned out position, a Pilates stance. Now I'm going to come down lower, so you can either prop your head up or you can lay all the way down. My free hand is pressing into the mat. My arm is glued to that rib cage. I'm going to do a little passe. So I'm going to draw this knee towards the ceiling. And as I lengthen out, my core is going to pull in and up. Does that make sense? So I'm going to pull it in. My belly's still working here. And as I pull it away, I'm going to zip this up and lengthen. Bring it in for 2 and out. Now I'm going to add on. We're going to pull it in. We're going to press it out. Then lift my legs up and down. Roll it in. Lengthen it out. Press this hand into the mat to bring the legs up. Make sure this shoulder here is nice and relaxed. Good. In. Out. Everybody okay with this? In. Feel you're getting an inch longer. Up and down. One more. In. Out. I'm going to hold this one up. I'm going to squeeze my ball. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4, 5. Aren't these fun? 8 more. 8, 7. Can you feel your glutes firing? Inner thighs. 4, 3. Now keep your legs lifted. I'm going to draw my knees forward. And then, bam. Belly's here. Fire those glutes and inner thighs. So you got to fire your glutes when you're pressing all the way out. And I come in. I'm using my free hand here as opposition. I'm pressing into the mat as I lengthen. 2 more. Press it long. And 1 more. Now keep your legs lifted. Rotate onto your stomach. Your legs still up. Firing those glutes. All right. Center yourself on your mat. If you're anal like me, then gotta be in the center. All right. So these legs, we're going to squeeze that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to have your head resting on that top hand, or you can slightly elevate the head and chest, whatever feels best to you. I'm squeezing that ball though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Hands go by your armpits and slowly transition to that child's pose. Scoop the belly and round the back. And breathe. Nice. Okay, other side. So your head's going to go on the opposite end of your mat. You doing okay with the heat? You go from one extreme to the next.
Sweating off some pounds.
That's right.
That's right. I got to steam back.
Okay, we're in the center of our mat. Heels are turned in, toes are turned out. You can prop your head up or lay all the way down on your arm. Okay, so this shoulder here is relaxed. Hand presses in, elbows going to keep this rib cage from rocking. I do my little passe. I draw that knee to the ceiling. Now, if that's not cool for your knee, you can have the knee facing the front of the room. Keep that bottom leg pressing into the floor. So only my top leg is bending. My bottom leg should be like a beam of steel. Now we're using muscles to pull this leg towards you. Make sure those abdominals are engaged. You got it. Drive it in. Reach it long. And drive it in. And reach it out. Make sure you got your hips stacked. Janie, I'd put your feet back more so they're in a straight line.
Is that better?
Yeah. So we're going to hold this one out. We're going to add on. We lift it up. Now we draw the knee back in again. Draw it in. Press it out. Press this hand down to lift up. Slide it in. Press it out. Lift up and lower. You got it. Lift up. Take your time. When you're lifting those legs up, make sure you're firing those glutes and squeeze. Good. Just 2 more. In, out, lift, and lower. 1 more. Now we're going to hold both legs straight up. I'm going to squeeze that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2. Can you feel all this working? Yep. And the inner thighs too, right? They're squeezing that ball. And release. Now, bend those knees in. Drive it long. Exhale. Inhale. Take your time. And if you really enjoy this, you can smile a little too. Love it. And press it out. Stronger you every time you're on this mat. 2 more. I see the difference every class with you guys. 1 more. Good. Now, grab your ball. The top leg, put the ball behind that knee. Roll onto your stomach. And if you lose your ball or you don't want to use your ball, that's fine too. So I'm going to make that pillow with my hands. Now we're going to try and keep these hips level. My opposite leg that is straight is going to be pressing into the mat. I'm going to do this little up and down. Up. So you can have your head resting on that top hand, or you can have your head and chest. I find some people like that better. But I'm working through my glute. The hamstring's working to hold that ball. My core is firing to stabilize the body so I don't rock and roll to either side. My hip is going into a little bit of an extension as I lift up. So do you feel that opening up that hip a little bit? It kind of opens it. And 3. Do you like these?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2. Let's hold this one up and then pulse it. 8, 7, 6. I'm trying to pull my belly away from my mat. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Reach back and grab that ball and lengthen that leg. Other side. Bend the knee, lock it in there. And again, you don't have to use the ball. All right, are we ready? The opposite leg is long and strong. Here we go. We lift 1. Exhale, 2. Is this side a little harder? Is it harder to keep your pelvis still and the hips on the floor? It's a little bit for me. Lift. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. Belly button's pulling in. Try not to automatically rock onto the standing hip, which is a straight leg hip. 2 more. Hold this one up and we pulse it. 8, 7, 6. Yeah, I don't like this side at all. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg. Reach that ball out in front of you, but let go of it. Give me a child's pose first, and then we'll do our swan, okay? You want to stay here longer, that's fine. I'm going to get ready for swan. I'm going to come all the way down on the mat. The ball is out in front of me. My legs are sit bone width apart. If you have really tight lower back, feel free to go wider, okay? So we worked a lot on this in previous classes about connecting your shoulders to your back, right? So I can actually move this ball without my elbows bending. Can you try that? So just keep your head resting on the mat, but see if you can move the ball by your shoulders sliding down your back. Does that make sense? So my arms are not touching the floor. See, they're off the floor. And I'm just going to move my shoulder blades down and up. So if you got that, let's try our swan. So I start by rolling the ball towards the crown of my head, and I peel my head and chest up. My navel is still on the floor, and I roll it away. Now, if you don't have that shoulder connection, your shoulders could possibly go up to your ears, and it doesn't feel good doing this. So you want to work on that. Roll the shoulders down. My wrists are straight, my arms are long, and I come back down. I'm going to inhale. Exhale. Now let's come up like we just have been. But we're going to lower and just hover the mat. I'm going to bend my elbows and bring the ball towards the crown of my head. and then lengthen it. And I'm going to pull it towards me so my arms don't touch. Now, if you want extra credit, I'm going to lift my legs up and then lower them down. So as I bend my arms, I lift my legs, I release everything. Just give me 2 more. Squeeze that bum, drive that belly in, reach it long, and 1 more, and release. All right, take your hands by your armpits, and we'll go back into another child's pose, nice and easy. If you want to release the hip flexors more, take the knees wider as you come back. If you want the wrist to release, flip the palms up. They can also go behind you with the palms up. Enjoy the stretch. You can relax your head to the mat, no strain to the neck. Gorgeous. Okay, let's come into a quadruped position. I want you to put the ball in the hand closest to the center of the room. Okay, and it's going to be out in front of me a little bit. The opposite leg is going to reach long. Now I want you to have the heel of the hand on the center of that ball. Now I'm going to ask you to push into the ball to lift that straight leg and then release. Now my standing arm, I'm squeezing that armpit to give my shoulder some support. I exhale, I inhale. Exhale, inhale. The crown of the head should be nice and long. Take your time. And 3. Good. Press into the ball to lift. Fire that glute. Now hold this one. Now we're going to roll the ball, draw the knee in, and then lengthen. I'm going to exhale, inhale. Reach it long. Resist. Press long. 2. And 1. Roll that ball towards you. I'm going to thread that needle. Bring it back in and release. All right, give those wrists a little bit of a release here. Even clasp the hands and reach long if you'd like. Okay, you ready for the other side? So the ball goes in the opposite hand. I'm going to reach that ball out. So the heel of my hand is on top of that ball. Slide the opposite leg long. Square off those hips. I press into the ball to lift the leg and then release. I push in. So it's like an eject button for that leg. So I don't roll the ball yet. I'm taking my time. I'm squeezing my standing armpit. Trying to keep some weight off of that standing hand. Good. And we go for 3. Take your time. Precise, controlled. Now hold this one up. Now I'm going to bend my knee in, draw the elbow back, and then lengthen everything away. Exhale. Inhale. The abdominals are contracting as I crunch, so that's where the exhale is. And 4. And 3. And 2. Lengthen. And 1. Drop your toes to the floor, bend the arm, and thread that needle through. Bring it back around. Sit back on those heels and release the wrists. Ooh. Okay. Let's sit on our butts. Let's go back to our band. Yay. All right. I don't have a whole lot of time left. So take that band, flatten it out, get that all bunched up. Always getting bunched up. All right. Take the toes into the band. Try to have the toes inside the band, not going over the top. So when we do teaser, if you know you need help coming up, walk your hands further down possibly if you need more help. My knees are bent. You choose how tight the band is. We are going to come back up right like this. I'm not going to come and finish here. Okay? We're going to exhale as we lower down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the chin to your chest. Find that lower back against your mat. And then we inhale up. Arms stay straight. Arms stay straight. And then take it back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the chin to your chest. Find that lower back. Inhale up. Mount. Tuck. Scoop. Now, if you want, press the legs straight out. Now, my hands become like little puppet strings for my feet. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest. Find that lower back. Hover your feet to meet the eyes. Now, we're going to peel up, and my eyes and toes stay in that same plane. And I melt back down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If that didn't work, just bend your knees, right? Go back to where we started. Draw the chin to your chest, eyes and toes in the same plane. Lower back is heavy. Use the band as much as you need it, but my arms stay straight. Lower back down. Now, this next time, I'm not going to put my head and feet all the way down. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest. My feet come with my eyes. I'm going to lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Eyes and toes stay in the same plane. Pull yourself up. Hover that mat. Come on, push in that band. Lift up. Come back down. Lift up. And we'll lower all the way down. Keep the band with you. Bend your knees. And let's lengthen these legs all the way up. I want you to take your left foot out of the band. I'm going to put both ends into my right hand because my right foot's got the band. My left arm is going to go right to my side. I want you to take that right leg and lower it and lengthen all the way down. When it comes back up, I want you to bend your left knee in and press both legs. Go straight up. The left knee bends. So the right leg is always going to stay straight, but as it's going down, my other leg lengthens up and my belly scoops in deeper, yes? And lengthen. Feel like you've got a band on each leg. And we press. Inhale. To exhale. One more. Now hold that left leg straight up and bring the right leg to it. Switch. Open up the band, put your left foot in, put both ends into your left hand, elbow goes down, right arm is to your side. Okay. We're going to take that left leg down straight, and as it comes in, I'm going to bend the opposite knee. And as I push down, the other leg is going to zip up. Exhale to come back up. Inhale, everything is lengthening. Exhale. Nothing else moves. The back doesn't arch all of a sudden. It stays nice and heavy on that mat. Feel the glutes anchoring deeper as this leg goes up. Come back in. Just 2 more. I inhale to exhale. Last one. Now keep that right leg straight up and add the other leg to it. And we're going to rock ourselves up. Okay, so we're going to take that band. We're going to lay it towards the top of our mat. We're going to do some swimming. Everybody loves swimming.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, I know.
We love
Nobody.
it.
You keep telling yourself you love it, you eventually convince yourself that you
when
do.
it's outside.
That's right. Yeah,
Before we
Jane's
do
a
that.
swimmer.
Yeah.
All right, so I have pinched my band with my thumb and second fingers. And I'm going to reach my arms straight out. Now, they should only be shoulder width. So check and make sure you're in line with your shoulders. Now, I'm going to lay my head down. My belly button, though, is always pulling in away from my mat. I'm going to lift up my head and chest. I'm going to push my left hand and right leg into the mat while I lift my right arm and left leg. So I got resistance on my band. And I come back down. Now push down with your right hand, left foot, and lift the left hand, right foot. Come back down. So you're going to keep switching. Right's lifting, left is lifting, opposites are pushing down, and release. I'm going to inhale up, exhale. So you want to feel the resistance in those arms lifting and lower. You're firing the glute of the leg that's lifting. We're going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, both hips are staying on the floor. One more each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Release the band and stretch back into your child's pose. Woo! A lot of work today, but it feels good. Okay, we're going to use our ball for this one. You're going to kneel facing me. So half my head's cut off, but that's okay. You don't need to see my head. All right, so we're going to reach this leg long. This back heel should be in line with the back of your knee. Got it? Sweep the arms to a T. Put the ball in your opposite hand as a straight leg. So we're going to do a little diagonal. Hips are pushing forward. Now bend the arms. Don't move your spine. Hand the ball to the other hand. Now these fingers are dangling. Tap your mat. Bring it back up to your diagonal. Pass the ball to that hand and just tap your mat. Are we in alignment still? So if we were like running out of a room where we couldn't touch the ball to the mat, we've been wrong. Hand it to the top hand. Side bend so you can touch your fingertips. Come back into this diagonal. Can the ball touch the mat? Perfect. Bend, reach, tap, lift, hold it here, come to your T, and side stretch, reach that ball over your head. And then come down, okay? Let's do the other side. So I'm gonna fix this screen a little bit so that I can see the top hand. Don't know if I can get it up high enough or not. So the other leg is gonna come out. Hips are pressing forward. Onto a T. Put it in the hand that's opposite as your straight leg. So we're going to just do a little teeter-totter, go into this little diagonal. Don't move your diagonal, but bend the elbows. Tap it down. Bring it up. Hold. So I'm not going to lift, just move the arms. That's it. Nothing else moves. I'm still planted. Tap down. Now use this oblique here to pull yourself up. Tap. Pass it. Hold it. Reach. Good. Tap it. And then come up. Wrap your hand around your rib cage and stretch over. Lovely. Is that not lovely? Good. We're going to come back into a cat-cow pose. So take the ball between the knees/thighs, wrapping it up. Quadruped position. Feet are flat. Hips, knees, shoulders, wrists. Stick out your seat. Look straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale. Round and scoop. Inhale. Melt those shoulders. Exhale. Keep the ball tight. One more. Oh, inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Stay in this rounded position, but sit back into your child's pose. But stay rounded. Stay rounded. Stay rounded. Yep. Ball has nowhere to go. We're pressing into it. That's okay. Good. Bring it back up to a quadruped position. I'm going to walk my hands forward. I'm going to let my hips fall towards the mat. And my shoulders are going to relax. Yep. Good. Then bring yourself back. I'll walk my hands back in that one last child's pose. If you want, you can stack your fists and rest your forehead. You can take the arms behind you if you want those shoulders to feel a release. Do whatever you feel you need to do to feel good to end class. And I'll just sit back on my heels and bring myself up. And you have made it. Okay.
Great.
Hopefully we feel better.
Yeah.
All right. Way to go.